I have discovered the greatest place on earth, and I think it's where we should retire to.
Well, let's talk about that.
Hi, we're
Hans,
Annika,
Emma from New Brighton, Minnesota.
Good Mythical Morning.
Good Mythical Morning.
Link, I've been doing some thinking. And you know what happens when I start doing thinking?
Your head gets hot and then you start complaining and you say, well, I need to take a walk. Can you do all the work while I cool my head off because I've been thinking for once? You know how it is.
Me and you are not spring chickens.
No, we're not. You know, every day is another day towards death.
I mean, people,
is that what you're getting at?
Yeah. People have been saying that my beard makes me look fat-faced. I have been seeing comments about that.
Yeah.
But I also know that my beard makes me look old, elderly almost.
Well, I'm not going to deny the fact there's some white whiskers in my beard.
Yeah, and you look like an old man. And there comes a time in life when you have to begin thinking forward, thinking ahead. Both me and you. I'm doing it. Listen, I do all the thinking for both of us. So all you got to do is just sit here and enjoy the ride.
Well, okay. Especially, if we're going to divide who's going to think about what, you think about dying and that part, and I'll think about the now.
Okay.
And just living for the moment.
Well, listen.
I'll be the moment guy. You be the later guy.
When it comes to you and me and our long-term future, I'm on the motorcycle and you're in the sidecar. Okay, and you all you do is just sit and smile like a little child. Whee! Okay,
sidecar.
Just agree with
Finally.
me. That's all it takes. I am assuming that we're going to retire at some point. You know, maybe in the next 3 to 4 years. And
yeah, well,
if we have
not
a couple
necessarily on that trajectory.
If we have a couple of really big years, like years that are bigger than all the years combined up until this point, and then times 10,
yeah,
we may retire early. And even if we don't, even if we retire at 78, which will be when you qualify for Social Security in the future, I know where we're going to go because there was an article that said this place is the best place to retire.
So the article did the thinking.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I get other people to do my thinking, and then I get on the motorcycle of thoughthood, and you get in the sidecar, and we go into the future.
Woo, who came up with this? Not you.
Reuters, which is spelled like Reuters, has an article, and they have said that for the 5th year in a row, Ecuador, which means equator in Spanish,
okay,
is a country that is in Central America, is on the equator, is the best place to retire for people from North America. Me and you are from North America.
Yep.
And
Ecuador is on the equator.
And this comes as a surprise to me, but they have reasons.
It does to me too, because the first thing I think when I think about Ecuador is, isn't gravity less there? And then the second thing I think is, isn't it really hot there? And who wants to be floating around in a bunch of heat? Not me, especially when I'm old. So
I think we would know about that.
I'm missing some pieces of the equation here.
I think if people were able to defy gravity in Ecuador, I would be there now. I would be living there and retiring there. And B, we would know about it.
I thought I did know about it.
It's got a very low cost of living and a balmy climate. You don't like balmy?
Yeah, that's
Me
what
and
I
you
was
are
saying.
cold all the time.
I'm freezing
We're
right now.
Right, there's a heater right here, and we're freezing in Southern California.
My fingernails are blue.
That's great. It's got cheap property prices. And it has an estimated monthly living expense ranging from $900 to $1,400.
Now, once you start getting into these facts, can I at least ask the question of, for the people at home,
any questions,
many of which that are younger, some much younger than us,
they got to think about these things.
Why do they care? Why should they keep watching?
Listen, the little children that watch this show, I'm on the motorcycle, you're in the sidecar, and they're on a sidecar, a bunch of little sidecars attached to your sidecar.
Well, or a trailer.
I think for you, you think for them. They think for their friends.
And everyone needs to think of their retirement.
Yeah, you can't start too early. I have a 4-year-old son that has a 401k.
Really?
Yeah, we started it when he was 1. That is not true. Okay.
So it's hot.
It's
and
hot.
What?
It's cheap, and it surpassed the top 4 other places to retire: Panama, Malaysia, Mexico, and Costa Rica. There's something in common. They're all kind of in a similar, except for Malaysia, in a similar region of the world. But listen, it doesn't stop there. Fun facts. these things. What I'm trying to do is, I'm going there. Listen, 78, I'm there. My wife, kids, we're going to be there. I want you to be there. I think we should continue. Maybe we'll have like a little podcast, old guy podcast or something like that, you know? I'm sure podcasting will be around and they'll still call it that. There are no stop signs.
Okay, now we're talking.
They do not have stop signs, as in traffic stop signs. When you come to an intersection, you beep, beep, do a little honking. Beep, beep. And on your horn, and that is the only warning that you're coming. You would love that because
I love the idea of it, but a bunch of retirees driving cars with no stop signs.
But
Sounds pretty dangerous.
But that's a good way to go. You know, hit by another retiree in Ecuador at an intersection.
Everyone's going kind of like, yeah, well, we don't have to stop. We just have to honk.
Well, you're going to be especially vulnerable because you're going to be in a sidecar.
No stop signs, really? Okay, what else?
Trash trucks play music like ice cream trucks in the U.S. Trash trucks play music.
Smart. That is smart. And as you know, old people love trash music.
What is that trash music? Stop playing that trash music. Boom, 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 boom. Every day when they're gonna pick up my trash. Boom, boom, boom. Shaking like cans rattling. Might be cans rattling. It's trash.
Are you gonna revert to talking like that when you get elderly?
I'm gonna hunch over like this and boom, boom, boom.
And listen, I was thinking about you because I know you have an affinity for this. Speaking of ice cream trucks, Ecuadorians love ice cream. And as a matter of fact, you can basically get it anywhere, anytime. They sell it on the street. They sell it in different stores and shops. You can get it at midnight. You can get it at 7 a.m.
Breakfast?
Anytime you want ice cream, listen, you're sitting there on me and you on our back porch. We got ice cream. Here comes a trash truck playing a Sinatra tune.
You know what? I want me some ice cream.
And listen to this. Ecuador is also the originator and the maker of the Panama hat. The Panama hat. They actually make it in Ecuador. So here we are waiting for the trash truck, eating ice cream in our Panama hat. And we're also not observing daylight savings time because they don't observe it, which makes all the sense in the world. Why do we have it? Why do we have to change up the rules all of a sudden in the middle of the year and then change up the rules again?
That's a whole other subject. They do have daylight though, right?
Well, but you know why they don't do it? Because they're on the Ecuador. And if you're on the Ecuador, you have 12 hours of sun and 12 hours of night.
Darkness.
Because you're right in the center.
Well, you're not in the center.
You're also floating, according to you.
You're on the line that goes around the globe.
And listen, because it's Latin America, time, even though they don't observe daylight savings time, they also don't really observe appointments. I mean, if I'm like, hey, buddy, come on over at 7 p.m., you're going to be there at 9. You know, you'll definitely not be any earlier than 90 minutes late from when I asked you to show up. So
and no one cares. It doesn't even matter.
No one cares.
They expect it.
It's like you get there, we're all eating ice cream. Oh, hey, welcome.
Huh. Okay.
Are you with me on this?
Well, I like to be on time for things, but when I get older, I suppose I could let that go.
They accept the
If I eat enough ice cream, I'll be fine doing anything.
They accept the U.S. dollar, and they don't deal in change, just paper. So listen, if you get an ice cream, you just give the dude $1, and you don't get anything back. Now I know you're cheap, you're very cheap, but think about it. No more. You don't have to worry about coinage. You don't have to worry about actually swallowing a penny because they don't have them. They don't practice change.
Good. I finally can remove myself of the burden of the fear of swallowing pennies.
And here's the kicker, Link.
They don't use change. I do like that. Simplifies things. Paper's lighter.
They eat guinea pigs.
Hey.
You know the pets and the things we experiment on here in this country?
Kind of like a hamster, but...
Cuter.
Oh. They eat them?
Furrier and bigger. It is a delicacy. So listen, here we are. Come on over for my barbecue. Be there whenever you want to. We're cooking guinea pigs. All you can eat.
Ew. Okay.
Are you in? Are you with me?
But it's funny because when you said they cook guinea pigs, I literally pictured whole hairy guinea pigs on like a grill, and whenever they're done because they pop up like a hobo burger.
Yeah.
Well, the guinea pig's done, then you bite into it, you're removing hair from your...
They skin them, and then they cook them whole. They do cook them whole. So I would like give you like 3, and you would like pick them up and like a corn on the cob.
Oh.
And last but not least, this is probably more of an advantage to me, but it's also an advantage to you.
Are you booking your retirement to Ecuador already?
The indigenous population is incredibly short, like 5 feet and under. So I would be like Dikembe Mutombo up in there. I would be like the most popular guy in the neighborhood, the huge giant that cooks guinea pigs, serves ice cream. You show up whenever you want to.
Drives a garbage truck?
Drives a garbage truck.
We could drive a garbage truck and sell ice cream.
We could own that place, man.
But she'd be really old. She'd be like, come over here, kids. Here's me as like human-sized Dikembe Mutombo monkey bars.
But listen, seriously.
Swing on my arms if you can reach them.
I want to know.
Boom, boom, boom.
We might go to Ecuador, in all seriousness. We might go to Ecuador. But, I mean, when we do retire, we still gonna hang out? We still gonna... Like, you're gonna come over for the barbecue, even if it's here?
I think there has to be an endeavor. If there is a mutual endeavor that we're still working towards something, then I'll continue to.
What about just each other's company? Just enjoying each other's company in our old age?
I think our friendship is defined by what we want to accomplish together, and if that goes away,
guinea pigs together.
I'm intrigued by the garbage truck, ice cream salesman thing. So. In all seriousness, I would be willing to do that because I don't know if I mentioned this to you. I don't believe in retirement.
Really, you never retire?
Nope, that's the lazy man's excuse for just giving up on life.
Tell that to your Merrill Lynch representative.
Tell that to my mom, who's retiring in like 2 months. Mom, it's the lazy man's excuse for dying. Boy, that's morbid. Is that what I said?
You said for giving up on life.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
I love you, Mom. Listen to this episode. And then I think all the real estate's being snatched up right now.
Yeah.
Gotta get on it.
Talk only in third person. Rhett has his eyes set on the future.
And the good old Linkster is right there with him.
Rhett
in a sidecar.
Rhett questions whether or not Link is going to be with Rhett when Rhett goes off into the blue horizon and the sunset that is Ecuador and a life of ice cream and guinea pigs.
Oh, but Link is way ahead of you.
How's that? Rhett wonders.
In every way. Linkster is.